Alright guys, I'm doing another update here. I haven't spoken about the 49 Minneapolis Moline in quite a while. I've always started it up, moved it around the yard, parked it, and let it sit. I never put really any work into it other than tune up and get it running good. I'm going to start working on it. I decided to start putting a little bit of time, a little bit of coin into it. I love this tractor. Needs work with the steering box, but I know what it is. I can fix it. And what I'm planning on doing is fixing this tractor up, and I'm going to give it a quick paint job. And the way I'm going to paint it is I'm going to paint it military green, the drab olive green, army green, and we're going to dress it up as a military tractor. These RTIs were, in fact, made for the military. I believe only 1 or 2 years. And not in 49 actually, but the same exact tractor was made for the military. So rather than paint it yellow, I'm going to paint it up army green and dress her up as a salute to the troops. And but first we got to take care of these mechanical issues. Now you probably remember all the videos I've done. I always started this tractor by bump starting the starter with the screwdriver. Well, I finally spent the better part of an hour here today and did a little wiring system, and I put a brand new key in it. So I got it wired up, and she's starting beautiful with the key. And I tell you, of all the tractors I've ever worked on, and I mean all the tractors, including my best tractor, the Super A, this tractor starts faster than any other tractor I've ever had. Seriously, this tractor starts, I say it all the time, like a light switch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this camera over there focused on the switch. I'm going to turn the switch to start it. I want you to listen for it when it kicks over, and then I want you to go back and look at the timer on the screen of when I turn that key and when you heard it kick. I'm telling you, it's less than 2 seconds. It's 1 point something seconds. This freaking motor is incredible. It really is. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to show you guys how unbelievable this thing starts. I hope I can do it from this angle here. Okay. Alright, it's off. In the on position. So do it again. Okay? Every time like that. Every time. And keep in mind, if you've been watching my videos, this actually has the wrong carburetor on it. It should have a Schreiber carburetor on it. It doesn't. Marvell Schreiber. Okay, it doesn't. It has a Zenith carburetor out of a farmhole. Unbelievable. I'm telling you, man, this tractor just amazes me. And so that's why I made the decision not to, just piece it together and flip it. I'm going to keep it for a while, I'm going to fix it up, and I'm going to dress it up and give her what she deserves, because she's a hell of a tractor, I tell you. And so, and that tire I had a lot of trouble with. The tire's a piece of crap. You can see all the broken rubber on it. But when I fill that tire up with air, it holds air actually for, it's been like 3 days now. So, for the time being, I'm going to leave it the way it is. I might put some of that slime in it and drive it around the yard. Maybe it has to be a very tiny, slow leak. The tire is shot, but it holds air. So for the time being, I'm not worried about that tire. And so we got an ignition switch. We got to start in the right way. Now I got to wire up the rest of it and put a charging system on it, lights. And speaking of the charging system, I have an alternator here that I took off the Chevy Blazer that I junked a couple of years ago. Okay, I know the pulley's wrong. I can pull that pulley off. That's not an issue. Okay, but I'm not familiar with the wiring on these, so maybe one of you guys could help me with this. Okay, it's got one heavy wire here, which I assume went to the battery. I don't know, and it only has one other wire. That's it. Okay, so someone could just tell me quickly how to wire this thing. I mean, sure, I can probably find it online, but I'd rather hear it from someone who's actually done it, and not some, techo nut just telling me what to do. So I want to put that on and make it 12 volt. And after I do that, I'll hook up some lights. And you see how rough this tractor is now. I mean, this tractor is rough. But I'm telling you, man, when she's all painted up, not restored, just cleaned up and painted, she's going to be a cool looking tractor. And you know, she'll be running perfect, charging, and it will have lights. Okay, so I'm going to end this video one more time with bumping that starter. That was a slow start for this tractor. That was probably 2-point-something seconds. Alright guys, thanks for watching. You helped me out with that alternator, I really appreciate it. Book 'em, Dano.